What's happening, y'all? So I want to show you what I focus on in my stance, in my startup, to be able to create different types of rotations. I'm not saying it's going to work for you, but maybe it will. So we're going to talk about all that here in a minute, so stay tuned. Hey y'all, real quick, before I talk to you about these releases and stuff, let's make sure to head over to 10pindoctors.com, go get your release trainers, get your release trainer base, get everything you need over there. Make sure to use discount code Christmas10, and it'll get you 10% off everything on site. And you'll get an additional 5% off if you're a member of the website. So make sure to go check that out, go get all that stuff over there, and head over to BowlerX.com. Get one of these. I got the bowling ball racks, the 8-ball bowling ball racks at BowlerX.com. That was silly. BowlerX.com. Get your 8-ball racks like this. They look sweet. They're lightweight. Hold it up with one finger, and they hold 8 bowling balls with no problem. So only $69.95 over at BowlerX.com. Shipped specialty from me. So go order those. There's only, I think, 50 in stock. So make sure to go get those before they run out. Let's go talk about releases. All right, so for this demonstration, I'm going to be using the new Attention Star, which you can get this over at BowlerX.com. Pre-ordered today. Make sure to head over there and get yours. But when I'm being set up and I'm looking for more of a straight type of a reaction, I'm trying to roll it more straight, more end over end. This is kind of where I'm at. I'm thinking of my thumb heading that way, rolling forward off my hand. So in order to create that feel, I like to think of literally placing my hand just like this. So if I take my thumb out and I was to lay it right there, my thumb would be in that direction right there. See, if I'm two-handed, it's going to go in that direction over here. So thumb in, it's just going to be right here. And I'm thinking of just rolling straight through it, right like that, the whole way through. So it's just boom, right through off my hand there. If I'm trying to move left, let's say I'm in between. I want to create a little bit more ball reaction. Here's all I do. If I want just a little bit more down lane, a little bit of rotation, I go from this, which is my straight ball reaction, where I'm just rolling it forward, and then all I do is just bring my fingers downward. This creates just that little extra side roll for me. It's not me cupping my wrist and cocking it inward this way. It's just simply me rolling my fingers forward, like towards my belt buckle almost, or towards the toes of my feet, straight down. And then when I'm coming through that ball, it's here, and then my hand rolls through the side just a little bit. So it's just like, that's like almost as if I'm shaking hands a little bit, not quite, shaking hands this way, but the fingers roll downward this way to give me that side rotation just a pinch. So now if I really want to create rotation, I over exaggerate this. I kind of, not as much as like Brad Angelo when he's up like this, but I get myself set and I'm creating this. I'm getting my hand up in front this way, so that way when I'm coming through that ball and I get there, I'm feeling like I'm going and I'm just straight off the side this way. I'm feeling like I'm doing that. I'm not doing that, but that's the feel I'm trying to create, is my hand rotating around you. So let me show you these 3 releases in action. So here's the straighter release. If I'm trying to play that 10, 11, 12 range and I'm just trying to roll it forward, it's going to be like this. Really forward, gets the ball to kind of stop there. Nothing crazy. And then if I'm going to, let's say I'm going to move my feet like 10 left, obviously as I move left, I have to create a little bit more rotation. So I'm going to move my feet 10 left with my feet. And I'm going to have to create just a little bit of rotation. So this is that release where I just kind of cock my fingers down towards my toes a little bit. It's just like that, just a little bit more rotation. Now, if I want to go really far left, if I want to get into the gutter, swing in the lane, I've got to create maximum rotation to be able to get the ball to come back and create enough side or enough motion left to right and then back left to get through the pins. And I'll show you exactly why. So here's me trying to, that cocked wrist, the Brad Angelo type of thing where I've got my hand way off to the side. Just really rotating around it. Now, that's not a ton of rotation compared to some guys and what they can do, but here, let me show you now. If I were to try to play that part of the lane with just, let's just say that middle release, here's what happens. Where I'm not creating all that super rotation, I'm just kind of giving it a little bit of rotation with that, with my fingers cocked towards my toes. Here's what happens. I missed right. Still the right idea though. That's essentially true. Miss it right, but it had no chance to read. If that had all the rotation, it still has a chance to strike because all that rotation is going to bring it back to the pocket. Now, if I try and do that again, because that was not a very good example. It was an okay example, not enough. Let's try this again. There you go. That's exactly what happens. That's just with that slight rotation. Rather than having enough rotation, your ball has no chance to change direction enough. So let me try again. Now I'll show you the rotation again. Really going to rotate around the side of it. I'm getting my hand cocked around it. Okay, so it's got enough rotation to get through the pins. See, so it's kind of just like that thought where rotation, it's going to be whatever it is you do to it, right? So if I roll it, let me see if I can bring this down so you guys can see the ball a little bit better. If I've got it going forward and I roll it forward here just like that, the ball's going to roll in that direction that it's spinning. Now, if I got it going a little bit sideways and it's hydroplaning on the lane and I get some side spin to it, as soon as it hits the friction, which in this case is the approach, it's going to roll in the direction that the wheel or the ball is spinning. So if I rotate it a little, you see it goes a little bit to the left. Now, if I rotate it a lot, it's going to go dead to the left. Now it comes straight to the left over here. All right, and for those of you that don't know what a release trainer is that I'm talking about, that if you want to work on your release at home, this is what I'm saying. You can get one of these. Now, I've got some special edition ones, like this one's kind of cool. This is the dragon head one. It's kind of neat, but it's got bearings in this. So the idea is to, it's a little high for me right here, but the idea is to make sure you release the ball and you can spin it and release it. You can create different rotations, just like I was talking about, where it's a little bit forward, a little bit more rotation, and a lot of rotation. That's what this is cool for. So this gives you the opportunity to really get on there, work on rev rate, work on all that stuff. Now, I warn you, for those of you who haven't gotten one of these yet, you'll want to make sure it stays on here. If you lift up, you can lift up and it can fall on the head, on the sides, and it can break it. And that tells you that you're not doing it right. You don't want to lift up and off of the trainer. You want your fingers to be below it and create the roll through it. So if you want to get one of these, we got all kinds of different colors. This is kind of cool. This one glows in the dark. So if I shut the lights off, you can see it glows. It's pretty neat. This is a color shifting one. This one's got that one. The color, it's like a blue, green, and it shifts and changes colors as you turn it. And then you got the skull, like the demon skull with the flames on it. And I've also got just plain black. And if you don't have a base for it, which is something that these all sit into, it places into it and it sits it up about this high, about 6-7 inches off the ground. So that way when you're in your finishing position, it's sitting up off the ground, and it's got arrows that help you to create visualization to see how you roll it. Head over to 10pindoctors.com, check it out, see everything over there. Use code Christmas10 to get 10% off of everything. I think the release trainer with the base is like 99 bucks. You get 10% off, you get 10 bucks off. So head over there real quick, go order yours before Christmas, before December 1st, to make sure you get it before Christmas. But that's all I got, so here you go. So it's like that analogy of like tires on ice, right? If your tires are spinning forward and you're skidding and you're hydroplaning or slipping down the ice, and then all of a sudden there's fresh pavement right after the ice, if your tires are facing forward and you hit that pavement, the tires are just going to stay straight. The car's going to go straight. It's just going to roll forward. But if your tires are facing this way and it's skidding, and then it hits fresh pavement, your tires are, then the car is going to be directed that way. So it's the same thing with a bowling ball. The type of rotation you create is the direction that that ball is going to go once it hits friction. Now we can get into the technical details of What about the bowling balls that hook early? That's exactly right. Now we were looking at creating rounded shapes rather than straight line angles and all these different things. So if you want to learn about all this stuff, we're going to be talking about a lot of this stuff. The angles, we'll have ropes down the lane to show you. We'll have all kinds of tools down the lane. We'll have different sections set up for all the bowlers this Sunday. This Sunday from 12 to 6, we've got a clinic. It's $250, but it's a 6-hour clinic. You get a free release trainer with it. You get lunch provided, and it's 6 hours of coaching and training and teaching and learning all the angles and everything else, release aspects, all this stuff I just showed you, plus more for 6 straight hours with myself and Cody Shoemaker. We're going to be here this weekend, this Sunday. So that is the 17th from 12 to 6. Head over to 10pindoctors.com, get signed up for that. If you're a member of the website, you get a big discount on that clinic. So make sure to go sign up for the membership at the website. $10 for the membership. And I think it's like 20% off or something on the membership, on the clinic itself. So you can get in for less than $200 if you're a member of the website. So there's benefits to being a member. So make sure to head over to 10pindoctors.com, come sign up. There's only 16 available spots for the weekend. I think there's only 6 signed up right now. So we've got 10 spots available. And even if there's only 6, we're going to run it with 6. And those 6 are going to have all the most attention that any clinic I've ever ran is going to get. So I hope to have more. If not, that's okay. Those 6 are going to get a heck of a value for their $250. So that's all I got for you. I'm out of here. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.